After so many years of waiting, Ben 10 will finally have an official continuation. I'm Frio, and I invite you to stay until the end of the video to find out what's going on, since there is very good news about the show. Hello, very good to everyone. I'm Frio, and welcome to a new video. I'd like to go straight to the news and tell you that Ben 10 will have its continuation. Who will be the main characters? Where will the story start from, or when will it begin? These are things we'll break down throughout this video. To begin, I'll start by telling you that this was announced at the last San Diego Comic-Con, so this is official news. Here, Cartoon Network and Dynamite Comics announced an official Ben 10 continuation as a comic book saga, but no details are available yet. Is it good or bad that Ben 10 continues as a comic? Look, Ben 10 has had 3 years of hiatus since its last series. The reboot, which had 8 seasons and a movie, held up well under Cartoon Network's new format aimed at younger viewers. However, the reboot lacked freedom, and no one has mentioned that. Try to understand this. In the hands where Ben 10 was, and the audience it was required to be aimed at, merchandising was most important. Although some non-writers tried to give the plot a worthy twist, they were rarely allowed to do so. With Dynamite Comics, there are no restrictions. They can make the comic an iconic return of the universe's savior. With Warner owning Ben 10's rights, they could add him to the Detective Comics universe, saving both franchises. Maybe I'm just imagining things, or maybe not. Let's discuss one of the most important topics, Ben 10's return and the many possibilities for the series comeback. I was thinking that they could do a mini reboot and continue with the original series, which is the one that gave life to the whole saga. But knowing that we've already had Ben 10 Alien Force and Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, it seems more likely to me that they could give a direct continuation to what was the great finale of the Supreme Alien series, along with the new complete Omnitrix that Ben was able to get at the end of this last saga. Yes, I'm referring to a direct sequel to Ben 10 Alien Supremacy. It's the series that aligns best with Man of Action's original concept, as confirmed by Dynamite Comics representatives. Could we get Ben 10 Unidentified Flying Object Verse 2? That's tough. I could easily continue it since 8 seasons fit the standards of a Ben 10 series. It could be shown as a gem of Cartoon Network's new era, though we know the series was already altered in animation and story. The biggest problem I see is the terrible ending this saga had, where it was doomed to have an infinite loop from which nothing and no one can escape. They could focus on exploring new universes.
This place will be fine if we help create the universe, so we need to get to know it.
Honestly, I don't see the point since the ending is always the same. Can we get a continuation of the reboot even if you didn't like it? Let me tell you that it had one of the best endings we've seen in Ben 10 and we have to accept it. This one had a multiversal war, with the main villain being a celestial alien used by an evil Ben 10,000. I know, it sounds awesome. With 8 11-minute seasons, it had many ups and downs. This Ben 10 series faced the most interference. Not much could be done, as Cartoon Network was trying to maximize profit from this saga this season. The fact that it could make it into a comic without restrictions speaks well of it, since it made it clear that what drives this last universe are the alternate dimensions. Could Ben 10,000 show up? Well, that's a big gamble, and I'd love to hold on to it. A few years ago, Duncan Rowley shared good news about a new Ben 10 series in development that many people became attached to. Those projects were cancelled and Duncan Rowley had to step in and dash all hope. Real photos and spoilers. We've been waiting for the announcement of the new Ben 10 for a long time. We all knew that the day of the new show's announcement was getting closer every day. A few years ago, we expected it to be in 2023, but we wanted a show for 2024. But it's actually going to arrive in 2025 with its big premiere. Not exactly what many of us wanted, but it will come. Ben 10's 20th anniversary is a great chance for it to shine again. We need patience and lots of support for the comic to become a show. Duncan Rowley confirmed its release next year. But let me tell you that we will have a little spoiler of what we might get with a glimpse into the future. This year, our hero and an alien return in Cartoon Network vs. Yellowstone Crisis on Infinite Mirrors, another epic announcement from Comic-Con San Diego. In this multiversal crossover, Mojo and Cartoon Network characters arrive at Yellowstone on a mission that threatens the multiverse. Among the many characters, Ben 10 and Insectoid are the only ones confirmed to return so far. Villains or heroes, we're unsure. What we do know is several Cartoon Network stars will be launched to Yellowstone. Mojo would seem to be the villain, but that's something we still have to wait and see. To see Ben 10 at his best again, we'll just have to keep waiting and give it the support that always guarantees new options. Do you think a comic would be a good choice? Are you going to support it? And out of all the stories, which one would you like to see continue? Ben 10,000, Ben 10 Universe, Ultimate Alien, or the original series? I'm going to leave a poll in the community section, which I was told is very helpful and could influence the future of the comic. I'd like to send a special greeting to Osvaldo, a loyal follower of my channel and Ben 10. As you can see, Osvaldo is a special person who is in a wheelchair. I don't know him, but he must be one of those heroes who fight daily. What I'm sure of is that the greeting from me, or maybe from you, could really make his day. I'll leave you his Instagram and YouTube in case you want to send him a positive message like, "Hey Osvaldo, you're the best," or "Keep it up, we support you." Can you imagine how happy he'd be with so many positive messages at once? Osvaldo, from my channel, I send you a big hug and I say goodbye with you. On Sunday, they have a super re-release about the most colossal aliens from Ben 10. Due to external reasons or, well, YouTube policies, I had to take it down, re-edit it, and upload it again this Sunday. So let's start August in the best way, with new Ben 10 news, new video games, and a bunch of epic videos that I'm planning. If you have a good idea for the next video, I'm listening in the comments. Remember that I'm Frio, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.